All right, good night, good night, good night. Welcome to another episode of our Meals podcast. Obviously, last week we weren't here. Take a break, had to, recharge, re-energize after our game night, our couples games, and now we're back here to talk some exciting topics. And we have a gentleman with us that, we thought that guy, eloped, went to somewhere in Europe, but he's back with us, and we're grateful to have him back. So I'm going to introduce him first, and that will definitely be Mr. Warren. How you doing, boss?
Boy, I'm there. I know it's glad to be back. Happy to be back. I'm happy to be back. It's good to be back.
Yes, man. Yes, man. Happy to see you, man. Happy to see you. You look refreshed, in good spirits.
Mm.
I like that, man. Nice to see you. Nice to see you.
Ah.
All right. And then obviously, we're going to introduce Ryan. Ryan, a staple in the Meals Podcast family. I've been here with us each and every week. I want for the lineup, boss. Baba Ota. Same thing with me. Baba, like,
Yeah, yeah, in the busy one day, and so maybe a tomorrow business for him.
now, we have to make appointment, don't they? Because we have to make appointment, okay, with them Jamaican Baba.
Not really, no. I mean, just call and see how much you have and them kind of stuff. But at the time, it just never work out. That was like a week, going a week now.
Yeah.
I mean, not about too tough like that.
Yeah.
Daily.
Yeah.
So,
All right. But last and certainly not least, the man just coming from vacation. Just win the games night, the first episode of the games night. Mr. Stockpole. How you doing, boss?
There, man. Well charged up, like I said, vacation. So, big up to the Meals Podcast. You don't know them sponsor the couples massage.
I know. I can't put up the pictures. I don't know where the picture like it disappeared, boss. I can't find it. I was going to put it, I was going to put up the one, but definitely, glad to have you here. I know you're a busy man. I know all y'all are busy. So we're just going to run through these topics. We're just going to have our regular meal talk. We're actually supposed to be joined by a couple of females who, saw the topics and wanted to chime in and to challenge us on some of the topics, but they're running a little bit late. So if they do come in, then, we'll let them in and we'll talk about it. All right. So the first thing that, I want to talk about, and since obviously Stockpole and Warren are the two guys who are married on the panel, and, me and Ryan are the two who are single and we are geldings. So I'll defer to you guys first and then we'll talk after. All right. So, all right, Stockpole. So, you've been married for a very long time. Was it 10 years now, right?
10 years.
10 years. Right. So a decade right now, right? So you have seen the transition, from very little social media to a lot of social media to a lot of influence from social media, and you have seen all of that. So my question now that is going to be posed to the panel is, when individuals get married now, do you think the primary reason for marriage is love, or is what the person can do for them?
I know. So just touch vacation, and to be honest with you, we'll meet a couple out there that they're on their honeymoon, and them ask the question, what is the secret for being 10 years? Cause let me say this first, like when we did there, and them ask, what's the occasion? Cause typically people did it for their birthday, honeymoon, right? Or anniversary. And when we mention anniversary, like everybody's like, oh, how long? I would say 10 years. Everybody like, I said 10 years.
Yeah.
Oh, you got married young, So I feel like so much has changed between back then and now that we're older and we understand more, right? So we'll get into it now. Like a lot of people, I will say, I believe, right? Them get married for love, right? While you also still have people who are getting married for the benefits. And you can't blame people for that as well. I mean, if you see a come up, you're gonna take it. You see me? Especially if it's somebody who is less fortunate. So I believe it's just for each person wouldn't believe in it. Like if you believe in the Bible, you got people who decide to them want to get married, multiply, move on, and leave their family and create their own family. So there's like the religious people. Now, for the people now where them just a look at come up, obviously look like, let's just say a guy or a female who's younger and them say, yo, them can marry to somebody. And going into the marriage, them can have $0, and once they're married, them can have $1 million. You know, you have people who are like that as well. Culture out there. And it is what it is. While you have some people like yourself who probably seeking love and just want to and say, yo, you know what, this person wants. So I don't feel like it changed much. It's just like we're older and we understand the game a little bit more. So when we're younger, we can probably say, yo, most people are married for love, you know. But when we're older, we're kind of wise and know, say, yo, I love alone people are married for. People are married for the come up.
Absolutely, absolutely. Warren, do you tend to agree? Do you have a different perspective from Stockpole?
Oh, well, I pretty much agree with Stockpole in that the last part that he said that when you're younger, you normally see it as a love thing. You know, people get married because they love each other. But, you know, now as you're older, you see things from a different perspective. And yes, you realize that a lot of people tend to get married because they want to come up, right? And to add to that, I'll say that a lot of people get married not just because of a financial gain, but it's more like a rite of passage kind of thing. So I find that people get married not necessarily because of financial benefit, but because it's a thing to do, especially when your predecessors were married, right? Your parents married, the grandparents married. You think that that's the thing to do. And I find that people get married not like before they reach a love stage and then they grow into love. That's my perspective. And then you have people who actually fall in love first and then get married. So I can't really say what most people are doing now, but I can say that I'm seeing things from a different perspective. So I would say people get married for love, people get married as a rite of passage, and some people get married because they want some financial benefit. It's kind of a mixture of everything, and I'm seeing it clearer now.
So if you were to rank those three things, 1 through 3, how would you rank them?
What do you mean by that? Like,
so you're going to rank the love, you're going to rank the rite of passage, and you're going to rank the financial benefit. How would you rank those three, 1 through 3?
It's kind of hard to rank them. I don't know if I can rank them really, because especially depending on the culture that you're in, it's kind of hard to rank. I don't know if I can rank it, to be honest with you.
Okay. All right. So let me ask Ryan. Ryan, do you think that you could put a rank on those three things that Warren mentioned?
I agree with Warren. It's hard to rank right now, especially in this day and age. If we were to talk about the foundation of marriage, the foundation of marriage was never love. It was more financial. It was more a business transaction, and it was more about joining wealth and family together and all of those kind of things. So it wasn't really about love. It was about how can the wealth stay between families and so forth. But over time, it has transitioned. I think it's more about love now than it has ever been before, even though people will say, oh, people back in the days used to marry for love. No, they did not. We thought they did. We were taught that they did. That is how marriage was supposed to be. That's how we were grown up and taught. But when you read throughout history, you will realize that that was never the case. As it is now, I think more people are getting married for love. However, it is still about the best suitable partner in terms of how you can live your lives, or you can live a certain lifestyle and so forth. That still is a part of it, and it has to be a part of it because it's just how society is made in terms of the fact that people want to feel protected and people want to feel secure and so forth. So I think it's a mixture of all of what Warren mentioned, but I think love is more a bigger ratio these days is more catered to love than it has ever been before.
All right. So I'm going to say something and you guys feel free to pick it apart. I totally disagree. I think love is all the way at the base of things right now. All right, and this is just from having conversations with women. When a woman is going out there to look for a husband, you rarely find a woman going out there to look for somebody who them love. Really. You rarely go there to hear a woman say, well, boy, if I love this person, then yeah, I'm going to marry to them. No, it's more about, first thing, okay, what kind of job this person have? What can they do for me? What is their financial position in life? Right? When you find out the financial position of them in life, then you know, okay, well, me right here, so who not really bet no money, me go talk to Stockpole now who are feeling big position, then automatically my life is elevated. That is just how women who me talk to, who I socialize with, that is how them look at it, right? Obviously, there have to be a physical attraction, right? So then still no love, you know. The physical attraction is there, then there comes the financial benefit. After the financial benefit now, then is now, okay, then now, how is he as a person? So it's not even how is he as a person first, you know, it's what can he do for me first? And then how is he as a person? Okay, then, you know, them start talk about would he be a good father? You know, would he be a good role model? Can I bring him around my family and stuff? And then way down after the woman get all of the benefits now, then now, okay, as Warren alluded to, I can grow to love him. So I don't think women go out there with this, oh, well, all right, then I love this, because then, and I've asked women these same questions, and some of these women supposed to come on the show as well. I've asked these women these same questions. Hey, if you have a man where him not make no money, but you love him, versus a man who will make $1 million and him not make no money and him love you, right? And him treat you good and him get everything he can do within that space. Versus a man who will make $1 million and give you anything you want, but him cheat on you occasionally. Many women say they'll take the cheat on occasionally, because what comes with it is the financial benefit. What comes with it is that they'll be able to post up on Instagram and feel good and feel nice. What comes with it is that they'll be able to live the affluent lifestyle that they want to live, because at the end of the day, in the Stockpole, I show them more short, you know. Okay, look at me. I'm married, I'm an upgrade. I don't think a woman wants to show I am married and I'm in love. And I'm waiting for the woman to come on so I can ask you. But I really see somebody say, oh, in this day and age, oh, I'm married and I'm in love. No, it's more, look, I'm married, I'm upgrade. My husband can go on vacation, my husband can do this, my husband can do that. You guys feel free if you disagree with me, but that is just how I see it.
I won't say I disagree. I think there is merit to what you said. I think there's merit to what you said. I don't know what ratio to appoint the love and the this and the that with, in terms of, you were asking us to rank it. To be honest, I don't know how to rank it. But I know that what you said does exist. As I said, women want the security and so forth. So that will be a major factor in their decision making. Do I agree that some of them would choose the one that would cheat on them verse and give them money and this and that and status over the one that love them and can't afford to give them the things that they like? Absolutely, we see it every day, because a lot of women would rather be a baby mother for a rich man than the wife of a 9-to-5 man, a little hustler, a plumber, this or that. We see that every day, which is why in society it's certain men who have the children, certain men who are married, and certain men who have the children and so forth. Those are the ones that are primarily gravitated towards, which makes up about 10% of the population. So make we not think that rich men make up most of the population, as a lot of women tend to believe. Because a lot of them do speak about they want a rich man and they want this and that. They're only 10%. There's only like 1 out of 10 men. So you're basically shopping, you're basically buying a solo ticket for the most part.
Yep.
So it does exist. What you say is absolutely true. But I think even though that is true, I think nowadays, more than before, people are marrying for love. So I think love is now, maybe in the 70s and the 80s and the 60s, maybe love, maybe 10%. I think it may be gone up to 50 and 20% now. I think love is now cutting into it.
All right, so we'll talk about the woman aspect. Now, we're all men. So let us talk about from a man standpoint. And here is Queen Chrissy saying most Jamaican women grew up hearing love can't go supermarket. So yes, most will go for the money man. That is absolutely true. The man always tell you say, why you grow up here? Love can't pay bills. That's the first thing I'm here. Love can't pay bills, love can't go supermarket, love can't get you out of trouble. But money can. And I think this is how the quote unquote women, young millennial women have been socialized to believe. Even my sister right now, anytime my sister see me, the first thing what she always do, she never yet asks you a hug, she never yet asks you a kiss, she never yet say I love you, but it's always this. And she always believes, okay, money, what it is. And I mean, I don't know if it's good or bad, you know. Our mommy tried.
But what were we taught as boys growing up though?
Provide.
What were you taught as a boy growing up?
No, I mean, we were taught that we are the ones who are supposed to bring home the money, take care of the family,
Yep.
do all of this. We were taught all of this. We were taught how to basically be protector. We must learn to do this, do that around the house. Yeah, we were taught. Like how the girls girls back then were taught to wash, cook, clean, and to take care of a house.
Mhm.
We were taught the protective side of it.
Yep.
So it basically is a thing that goes both ways in terms of they were taught their thing, we were taught our thing.
So here is D. Cohen saying, excellent discussion, excellent point by Kems as it relates to why women seek to get a husband. But how do we quantify how many married for love as opposed to those who marry for financial gains? And that's a very important question. That's why I said, Cohen, the women who I interact with. That's the only thing I can talk about. The women who I interact with and the women who they interact with. So my friends and then their friends, right? Our dear friends are friends, right? So that's the pool that I have to. But again, once you're out there in society, once you're out there in the streets, you're gonna hear some things, you're gonna see some things. Right now, in my space, some work. Sometimes you see some woman coming, 25-year-old, and them husband 70, 75, 80. Sometimes I walk with a little stick. You can't. I don't know. Call me dark. Call me whatever. But I can't love that. That cannot be love. I'm sorry. 80
That's not love. That's not love.
Not love.
See, sensational music. I'm getting married for both financial gains and love. So, as I was saying, Ryan, so back to us as men now. What do we as men, you can talk about your personal or just the male gender in general. What do we look for when we are going to marry a woman? What is it that do we look for? Somebody who can do some housework, somebody who can give the best head pan shoulder, foot pan shoulder, whatever it is you call it nowadays. What do we look for?
You want me to answer? Or you want the man to marry to answer?
You can answer. We'll let the single man answer first and then the married man answer.
Well, for me, first of all, the first thing that going to attract me is looks. That is the first thing.
Looks.
I don't know what a person heart look like. I don't know what a person personality looks like. I know what somebody who look good look like. Thereafter, then I transition into the rest of things in terms of the personality, or the person speak, or the reason, and the whole shebang. So the first thing, as I said, is looks, and then I look for other things in terms of personality and the rest of that. So
let me ask you, for looks, right? What is look good to you? Do you have it like on a scale?
No, it's not a one size fit all thing for me where look good is concerned. It comes in different.
So you just see somebody and you just say, well, she look good.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean, somebody can look good and I'm not attracted to them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I've seen a lot of people who look good and I'm not attracted to them. So it has to be a thing where it look good, where the person look good. And it's like a song. A song might sound good, but you don't really like it.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody else like it. And then you might hear a different song that sound good and you like it. So it's a similar kind of thing. So it has to be a thing where the person look good and I'm attracted to them. The person has to stand out a certain way.
Okay, so they have to have the looks, and then you have to have the attraction to the looks.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. All right. So, Warren, I'll let you go. Go ahead, Warren. So, I mean, obviously, you're married right now. So, yeah. But I'm not really gonna ask about your wife or anything. But just from a perspective, when you were out there looking, when you were seeking, what is it? Did you say, well, I want a woman who will go upgrade my life. I want a woman who will go cook for me, make my belly full. Like, what is it that you were looking for? That the first thing, it could have been look good. What was the first thing where you tick off and you say, all right, then the conversation can start here?
Well, the first thing for me was looks, because me have to see something that I like first. That's the first hurdle, right?
Mm-hmm.
After I find somebody who I like and realize that me enjoy talking to this woman, um, that pretty much sets the tone for everything else. I have to like communicating with you, and I have to come to a realization that I want to spend a significant part, if not all of my life, rest of my life, with you by my side. So for me, it wouldn't be about upgrading or getting a financial gain, because I could not see myself as a normal man getting married to some rich, wealthy girl who will, make me rich, but I don't enjoy her company or I'm barely attracted to her. I couldn't live my life like that. So for me, I need her to look good, and I just need her to be cooperative and just be good company for me. Somebody that I can live my life with, somebody who has her head in her body, right?
So
If the
then,
two are if the two are even broke now, I
mhm.
just want to be broke with her. I mean, I want to figure out, attach myself to some rich girl whom I don't like. I prefer broke with my girlfriend and just figure out life together.
that's
That's the
that's
approach I
real.
take.
That's real love, right there. So if you're willing to
Yeah.
stay broke, that's real.
I'm willing to
That's,
stay broke with a girl whom I actually like,
yeah.
than figure out, go attach myself to some rich girl who me not really care for like that. You understand?
Yep. All right. And here is Cohen saying there is a plethora of factors as to why I chose my wife. But number one is she was able to carry off my kids as an ugly man. Oh, you mean Warren? First hurdle of looks. Boy, I miss being on this podcast. As soon as I free up, I have to run in. Listen, um, Stockwell, I'll let you go because I'll let you go. What is it? What is it that because obviously Ryan said looks, Warren said looks and enjoying company. What say you?
I mean, across the board, man. Like, first and foremost, you have to be attracted to the person. You don't necessarily have to be like the most beautiful person in the world, because you have some man with personality probably attracts them as well as looks, you know what I mean? I say, so overall, certain things have to connect, right? For attract you to this person. So whether it be a specific body part, whether it be the face, whether it be a personality, attraction has to be there, right? So once the attraction is there, then you develop some kind of relationship with this person, right? That is in start communicate and start to understand each other. What I realize with my marriage is there's no perfect woman out there, right? But there's a special woman for every person out there. Sometimes you as a man have to kind of mold that lady, that female, that woman into the person that you want them to become. I know the ladies probably gonna say, "Yo, that's some controlling," but not
It's not
necessarily.
controlling because they do the same thing with we.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
They do the
But I
same thing.
want to clarify to the ladies right now and say it's not controlling. It's just a matter of you explaining the type of person you are as a man, right? And say, "Yo, this is what I am interested in. This is what I like," right? And it's up to you now as a female to understand that and accept it and kind of navigate how you're going to supplement that as the wife. And it's vice versa as well. So, in the sense of first, you have to be attracted to the person and then on a bill on that. Because there's a lot of things, like use my marriage for example, there's a lot of things that I never like about Tam Tam, and I had to express that. And there's a lot of things that she didn't like that I used to do as well. And she have a job of expressing that, and it's up to me and it's up to she to kind of curve that and navigate towards each other to make sure, say, all right, we are cling and we are work together and we are build.
All right. So, I'm ask a question. So, let's say this, because as a youth, you're in the streets. When you just now meet Tam Tam around the time when you say, okay. Huh?
Yeah. Like
around the time when now gonna get in a relationship now and you say, okay, she have the looks, she have this, and then you really start get to know her now.
Right.
How do you know, quote unquote, fend off other detractors, other women who might look just as good or probably even a little bit better, probably have a better shape, probably, the conversation a little bit better, because we all have those persons who, boy, we click with that person, but boy, we just can't deal with them. For some reason or the other, we just can't deal with them. But the person over here, so we can deal with them. So how the balance work?
Nah, tell no lie, okay, man. That hard enough. I say as a man, right?
Yeah.
But once you realize, say, yo, you gotta try to build something, right? Because we said this, I think we said this a couple of weeks ago. So being single hard and also being married is hard, right?
Yeah.
Do you for choose the hard, right? In the beginning stages when we realize, say, yo, I'm the one and we're gonna work it out and things. I'm not really serious to think about this, like how we really like navigate and kind of fend off certain distraction.
Because wasn't if I'm not mistaken, it was long distance for a while, right?
Right, it was long distance for a while because, I mean, full disclosure, when we get married, right, it wasn't, I'm not gonna say I never loved Tam Tam because I did, right? However, the relationship wasn't at its best when we were long distance. So we decided to say, yo, we need to get married. You see what I'm saying? So at the point we got married, and then of course filing and all them things going, and then she come overseas, and then we start build our right. During that time, it was very, very difficult for us. Right? He was in Jamaica, I was in America, then Japan, right? And there are times when we'll go, like there's times when I go out, right? And we'll go to the bar with the guys and the man and thing, and guess what? I hang around the single guys them because technically I'm still single because she's not there, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Really and truly on paper, I am not, right? So these guys, of course, I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna talk to these females. Females, I say, yo, who the you over there? So him there by himself, like. Body, and I say, no man, I stop all that man, him good man. And I say, no man, I have a friend fee man, him thing there.
Yeah.
So I find myself in them situation before, and I just hold it as a youth and say, yo, and I this in a
worth it.
Right, because sometimes it reflects in your head and I say, yo, I wonder if I this time I do. Yeah, for me it's more I'm there and see like I say.
Yep.
You know, we just say she go when she go with her girlfriend them and I want to friend them of our youth, but I say, yo, I want the body cock up in her she,
Yeah.
So more I'm a pre that I say, yo, Jano, Mono wants you to do that to me. So sometimes you have to take yourself out of the position and look back and say, yo, Mono wants you to do this to me. But me not like that, it's not easy. Especially with the distance and them things. So then look the thing them have to put into play more and I say, yo, if I in a situation Mono wants to do this, so, and then you have friends.
Yep.
The company when you keep on as much as all these guys were single, you have some of them that say, yo, Virgin, load that. And you
Load that.
So I say, load that. So you have some friends who really roll out for your same way and say, yo, even when you feel like say, yo, you go drop the catch. No, you have some really wall out and say, yo, you.
True.
Now
my
my friend's boss. Me in a group chat, brother. Not these guys.
Say, yo, you.
Hey, but Warren, let me ask you. Do you want to comment on that aspect of Stockport comment on in terms of how you navigate or do you want to move on?
I think we can just move on. Pretty much the same approach.
Okay, pretty much the same approach. All right. So the next thing I wanted to talk about, and Stockport kind of went in there a bit. When Stockport was saying, do we be as men, right? As men, do we believe that we push our insecurities on women because of the things that we are doing? So, like, do we think that we accuse women not of things that they're doing, but what we are doing? So we think that they are doing too. So, like, oh, you say, okay, you know, with Tam Tam, hey, Tam Tam, I do this. Do you think that we go ahead and, you know, the subconscious awareness, say, boy, if me I do this, then she must have do this as well. Do you think that, you know, and I'll start with you, Ryan. Do you think that that's a thing?
It is a thing because, I mean, when you hear women talk, you hear a lot of times they say they get accused of this and that. And it is clear that the guy is projecting his own insecurity or what he is doing. So it is a thing, but I don't know. I don't do it. Well, as far as I'm concerned, I don't do it. I don't know about you guys here or whatever, but it does happen. We hear it a lot that these things do happen. So it is a thing, but I don't know to what level, to what ratio it is done, or how consistently guys do it and so forth. But it does happen.
Well, we have a female here, so we can never jump in the fire right away. Charms, how you doing?
I'm good, thanks.
All right, good night. So I was asking Ryan and the gentleman just now about insecurities and if we believe that men who are out there cheating and doing promiscuous things, if they accuse their woman of not what they know the woman is doing, but what of they're doing in order to don't have the woman shine the light on them. Have you ever encountered such things, whether you or your friends or anybody?
I do think they project their insecurity on women, and it's because of what they're doing. So to take the heat off them, they'll accuse the woman of cheating. Because now, if you're okay, so you're cheating. So to them, it's they've justified their action because they kill them dead. She's cheating. She's doing something, and it is because they're doing something as well. So it's just it. I think it makes them feel better about, or maybe less guilty, so to speak, if they accuse the woman of something.
So let me ask you, as a woman, when those things happen, does that put you in the mind frame to say, well, he's already accused me of cheating. Somebody tells us made us cheat and made the accusation be correct?
No. No. He can, as far as I'm concerned, whatever you want to beat up your girl, go right ahead. Make yourself happy. What I will do if it becomes unbearable, I'm going to. I have no. I'm not going to be going back and forth to defend myself. When you and I both know I'm not doing anything, but I'll allow you to say whatever you feel like. I said if it gets to a point, I'm annoyed, but to say I'm going to cheat to, make it a reality now.
I'll say this, right? About a decade ago or so, that was my reality. Every single day, the woman who I talk to, me accuse her of cheating. Every single day. And it's not because I knew that she was cheating, but I kind of use it as a defensive mechanism. I say, well, if my accuser of cheating every single day, one, it probably push her from cheating and make she want to prove herself to me that she's not a cheater. Or two, she finally does come out and confess so she's cheating. So that is what I used to do every single day. Like obviously a decade ago, and I was young.
Did it work?
Huh?
Did it work?
I still got cheated on. So you tell me if it worked.
I don't know. Did she come out and confess?
No.
Okay. That didn't work then.
Up to now, she had denied. Up to right now.
How you know that she cheated on you?
Huh?
How did you know that she cheated on you? You said you.
All right, Sean, we don't need to get into all of that. I just knew. She's probably watching. She's probably watching right now. She always watch a podcast, so she's probably watching right now. But yeah.
So you weren't cheating. You were just using that tactic to get something out of her. It wasn't because you were also cheating.
So I was cheating, but that's not why I used the tactic. If you get what I'm saying. So I was cheating a separate thing, but I was just using the tactic to just ensure that, okay, if she is indeed out there cheating as well, then you know, at least, you know, put her under some pressure or turn her mind a little bit. But
So you're
Lord,
saying you didn't have any proof that she was cheating. You were just accusing her. That's it. That's what you're saying.
yeah, you normally have. You normally have proof that men are cheating?
Yes.
What
I
kind of proof?
have
What kind of proof?
lots, a lot of things. We don't have to get into that.
James, they said that we change our, okay, men are creatures of patterns. So that's why we change our pattern and them
And
something.
that's true. And that's true. So he'll be walking. He takes Fifth Avenue every day, and you're together 20 years. And for the 20 years, every single day, he takes Fifth Avenue. And then out of the blues, he's going on Fourth Avenue.
And that means I'm cheating?
Not necessarily mean my
It's an example, Kems. I'm just saying, men do things a particular way. Once a man, so I can't speak for everybody, but for some men, they do things a particular way for a reason. If you change something, it throws them off because they're just accustomed to doing it this way. It's placed here, they do this. Once you change it up, you kind of throw them off. So for men, they do things a particular way. When a man starts acting a certain way, doing things, all right, and men on love you understand. So he starts to turn his phone down on face. Never used to do that before. He's taking his phone in the bathroom, or his phone rings, and a few seconds later he left something in the car, so he has to go for it. So it's just simple little things.
So
I have heard Sham use these exact examples before on a podcast in the same order. And so it's not random. It happened to her.
I mean, men are cheaters, so of course it happened to me.
No, but hold on. So let me ask a question, Chan. So let's say, for example, right now is an important time for us men. There is World Cup coming up, the NFL is going on, basketball is going, like so much is going on. So at every given moment, like my need for have my phone with me. When I go to the bathroom, my need for have my phone. Are you saying no, as men, we should know, be cognizant of the fact that, well, but if I bring my phone at the bathroom now, the woman other things say something is going on.
Listen,
No, I'm asking because
it's thinking too deep. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. Usually, the man would probably be going to the bathroom. The phone is down. It's not no football season. It's no basketball, no sports, no cricket. Nothing is going on. But he has to have the phone in the bathroom, and the phone is down on the face, or just little things. The phone is ringing, and he's nervous. You see, and a particular person. All right. So, for example, for me, once. Phone was ringing. The name of the person came up. He took up the phone and put it in his pocket. We're still sitting in the kitchen, but the phone is ringing. He puts it in your pocket and, oh, why didn't people are calling me so late? Huh? After 10, a female number comes up on your phone. You take up the phone. You don't answer it. You put it in your pocket. Then you say it's your lawyer. That don't make no sense to me. It doesn't make sense.
So Charms, so in full defense of that, hold on, Charms, hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, Charms. In full defense of that,
yes,
there are certain, and one man back me up on this. There are certain coincidences that just happen in life, like, and it has happened to me before. Like you have a woman where she not call you in a decade, like 5 years she not call you, and then you're there on your woman all lie down on your chest certain way, and you know, you feel bossy because sometimes with me, my boss is in my phone. Nobody now link me, so my phone I'll unlock and they write us. So I'm bossy with it. But then when that happens now, this woman just decide to call out of the blue. And then more while, they save her name as something crazy them time there. But due to how long when I talk to her, the number still save as that. So say it save as Apple Booty. Let's say it save as Apple Booty with a heart. Then no, Apple Booty come up on my phone, and as our phone rings, so the woman look up on your phone immediately.
And you take it up, you act nervous and throw away the phone, then what you think? Not for me.
But how you expect us to act, honestly, in that situation as a human being?
No, let me tell you what I would do, and that is why men always get caught. Now, let's say somebody's calling me, a man is calling me, and the phone is ringing, and he sees the name come up. I'm not answering. I'm not even touching the phone. Me, I look on it. I probably kiss my teeth and be like, "What them people are bother me for?" I'm gonna leave the phone right there. If he's like, "Oh, so why you not answer?" You answer it if you want to talk to them. It's as simple as that. So it leaves him wondering. You, when he act nervous now and pick up the phone and hide it, you have something to hide. Me assure you, me not have nothing to hide. If you want to go answer it, go and answer it.
She has a good point,
Remember, now, he's
No. She have a good point, but let me show you the difference now. Let's say if it's even our sideman, and me answer the phone, automatically the sideman don't know the play. So him start to call normally, answer the phone, yo, I would say call woman. Oh, sorry, say XYZ, blah 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 blah. Don't play it off a particular way. But then when your woman take up the phone and answer the phone for your next woman, are cussing that. Which woman is a call my phone? Then it come out, then it's a different kind of conversation.
Remember, I know he's not gonna answer the phone. Men don't.
No, what she's saying is that our composure gets thrown off, whereas they maintain for them composure.
Yeah, that's what she's saying, Kim. The composure is thrown off, yeah.
So
Right.
y'all agree?
So, right.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, I think so too.
Right, because the man is not gonna answer the phone. No man, I don't know of any man that would just willingly want to answer his woman's phone. Men don't even care like that. But I'm just using as an example. I would say to him, instead of me acting nervous or whatever, if he says so, oh, your phone ringing and answer it, I'd be like, go and go answer it if you want to talk to them now. That's it. I'm not moving, I'm not shifting my nothing is changing for me. If I'm watching the TV, I'm keeping my eyes on the TV, or if we're having a conversation, I'm continuing the conversation. So there and then he's gonna say, okay, maybe it's not anybody, because she hasn't changed, she's not nervous, she not moved towards the phone. I even said to you, go and answer it if you want to talk to the person. That's what I mean. Like,
but okay, so I'm gonna get that. I'm gonna read Kevin Bernard comment in a second, but this are the thing now. This are the difference now with men. If the phone ring and the woman say, why you not answer the phone? And then we go say, I don't know, answer it now. And then she take up the phone for answer it. We start fight her for the phone. Because we don't want her answer it.
Yeah, but not even if him answer the phone, I don't know who that person is. I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know why they're calling. Even if him decide for answer it, I don't know why I'm calling. And no man is gonna be on the phone and be like, when him hear a man answer, oh yeah, can I speak to Charmaine, please? No, he might go hang up the phone, and if him hang up, I don't know why him hang up.
Detail. And so here's Kevin Bernard saying, can't get over a partner once accused me of cheating because I gave the apartment a good cleaning. We can't improve. Hey, and I was having this conversation in a group chat, where one time, a girl was going to come over, and so I tell them, say, I go clean. So the man them say, ensure so you don't make it sparkly clean, because if you make it sparkly clean, you have to assume something is going on. So leave some dirt here and there, which you can say, oh, all right.
But generally, Kems, men clean them place when a woman come over.
Of course.
So it's just a thing.
Would I want to share a story?
Unless it is that she comes over regularly and she know your place stay.
Yep.
Which is a different story altogether.
Yeah.
But generally speaking, when a woman come over, we spend an hour or two and clean the place.
Of course. Kim, I want to share a story because we are talking about the suspicious thing, right?
Yeah. Remember?
Me and Tantam, right?
Yeah.
Our birthday come up. So guess what I'm gonna go on now? Decide to say, yo, I'm gonna surprise her. So for me the surprise even more special, I'm gonna get friends them involved. Right? So what that call for? My phone, I forgot to communicate with our friends them. So it's about a birthday. Yeah, I think it's a birthday or is it a shower? One of them.
Yeah.
Shot, I communicate with a friend them behind our back, and one of the friend them end up message me on my phone there in the bathroom, and Tam in the bathroom. And it's discussed to me, say, yo, I message our friend them. Come to my mind, rush come in, move a little bit more speedy than usual. I got to my phone, because I hear the ping go off. I'm going to grab the phone, and she turn on and get suspicious like that. I say, yo, I walk one man, you tell me, I say, nothing. I relax now, I say, nothing, because I finally have the phone, and I walk out, and she say, yo, I see the phone. I say, yo, you don't need to see the phone, man, don't worry about it. Trust me. I trust you. So I say, all right, then load the phone. Brethren, it's a back and forth thing going on.
Yep.
just for me to try hide this secret cause what I don't want it spoiled.
And one of them coincidences that Ken's talk about.
Yeah, me I tell you, man, me I tell you, so back and forth until me finally just get mad and say, yo, see the phone, man. Spoil up everything. Go on, still open phone and go and give me back the phone and feel all the way. You see me I say so. Sometimes the intention also can be good. I just feel like personally, women just always have that suspicion, regardless of whatever going. No matter how good things are going, there's always a suspicion. Me I tell you, say, I guarantee, and to be honest with you, if your phone ringing as a man, if your phone ringing and it's like an out of this world phone call, the woman have all right to question it, you know.
She does.
She have all right, but it's like at the end of the day, it's like, Virgin, things are going good so far. Like,
yeah, why you want to spoil it?
Yeah, why you spoil it for? Like, you really feel like say this are going or that are going. You see me? I say like,
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, them have all right to question it. Them have all right to have them suspicion if them feel like there's something to be suspicious about, right? But at the end of the day, it's like there's also can be good intentions about it. You know what I mean? So I mean, the secret kind of spoil up-ish, but end of the day, she realized, say, yo, it was nothing. You know, especially because she was this is when our friend messaged.
Yeah, exactly.
That's there.
Alright. So here is Gio saying, side man accept them role and play it well. Them not even want a promotion. Side woman is a next story. Them want first place. I don't know the side story, go.
Yeah.
And then Token is saying, that happened to me before. Out of the blue, an ex sent a message, rude message, while I'm showing my boyfriend something at the same time. I was nervous because how am I going to explain that? Like, those are the things I'm talk about. How can you now tell a woman that, especially a woman who is insecure, especially a woman who, you know, have probably past trauma, how am I going to tell her, say, hey, this is not the norm. This is not something happening all the time. This is just a coincidence. You just really have to trust me based off of my character and not off of your trauma. That's just how we look at it. Can you give any advice to us, Warren? Because, you know.
Well, I'm pretty much on par with what Stockpole was saying, you know. Sometimes them always have this suspicion going on. And because of that, things get shaken up and ruined very easily. Right? So things can happen out of the blue, things that are not normal, and everything just gets shaken up. Everything is just out of the blue, and it's very hard to recover from that.
Yep.
But all I can say is, you know, if you feel like you're going to be in a position where your integrity may be compromised or something, you have to just take extra steps. Like in the example that Stockpole was saying, he was messaging his wife's friend at the time. In a situation like that, if you know you're going to be in communication with the friend, you have to just keep that phone on you at all times in that situation, because a message from the friend on his phone is going to raise suspicion. It's going to cause problem.
But the thing you know, Warren, sometimes, you know, as man, we like try to prove a point. So woman might say to me, say, oh, you just always have the phone with yourself. Left the phone sometime, man. You just everywhere you go, you have the phone. So in order to prove a point now, we are sure saying, all right, we can left the phone yourself. And when we left the phone yourself now, that's when we end up get joked.
Exactly.
That's exactly when we end up, like as we say it's about, like we cannot get no text all the time. And then we say it's about putting the phone, but the text come in.
That's true. That's true. It's a matter of timing, and unfortunately, things are set up good for we because we always get the shit in and the stick.
Yep.
And can I tell
Is
you?
it a case? Is it a case where women expect men to cheat? They have this expectation that the man is going to cheat. Charm.
It's always in my mind. It is possible. It is very possible. So I'm not surprised if I find out that if I meet somebody and I don't find out that they're cheating. I don't think I'd be surprised.
And it's not a deal breaker because you expect it.
If it's not a deal breaker, God, I'm too old. Right now, it's a deal breaker for me at this age. It is. When I was much younger, not so much, but now it's a deal breaker.
But I can tell you something. I think that women just have a heightened sense of paranoia than men, because we as men we know that the women that we are with are very capable of cheating and may be tempted to cheat one day. But the difference between men and women is that women will go out looking for signs and they will look for things to pick at, right?
Yep.
Men don't typically do that. If it's not in our faces, we don't go out searching for reasons to confront. Like I
That's
don't
true.
know. I don't think men search
We're
like
linear.
phone and devices to the extent that women would.
They might.
We're linear thinkers, Warren. We think in a straight line. They think
Yeah,
stuff,
they
stuff,
go
stuff,
to
stuff, stuff.
extremes. They go to
They think different than us.
yeah, they go to extremes to find these things, and sometimes they don't even find anything valid. They find something that looks suspicious, and then they cling to that, and it just deteriorates the relationship.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Total like, and here's Kevin Bernard said, from my experience, some of these suspicions fueled by what their women friends telling them. I question the motives of these friends.
Facts.
That is also true. Let me tell you, boss, if my lady phone ring and if they write us up, and she say, bring my phone, look who I call me. Not even look who I call. I turn the phone so,
Yeah.
I just bring the gear. I'm say your phone, Bridget.
Yeah.
And that me nah look, me no want
look.
to see no CJ or no BJ or whoever. You know, just carry the phone with you and say your phone, Bridget, and answer. And when she attack on her phone, me nah stand up beside her and listen to what she say. But go back, go do what me I do, and just keep it moving. But as Ryan and Lauren say, and if you start like women don't think the same way. You dep on the phone, woman they right beside of you. I look up in your morning. I look on everything what you say. I look on your body language. You know, if you say something, because you know, look at volume button there. So some more while you want to turn on the volume, so you shouldn't really hear what I'm going. She say, hold on, you know, and she start talking. She start make her presence be felt in the house.
I can tell you something else though. Sometimes they have this habit, they have this dirty style where them will see you do something, hear you do something, them now bring it up, you know, them will keep it and them will give everything in one presentation days later, cause them now react in real time, right?
And they don't make any sense.
They will observe you, they will see what you do, and then 3 weeks down the line you hear say, so who is so and so?
Are you confused as hell? Don't know where this come from.
They have a look at the style, they say, brother.
You can't just see one something happen and you have to, no, you have to take a few days to observe what's happening.
No, but Charmaine, when the thing is, you know, when you're laying it out, you start talking about 5 different something.
Of course.
And we can't remember 5 different something. You ask when so who is such and such?
Yeah.
And it maybe a person will call you out 1.5 times. I ask when. And then it's just a cause of confusion for we right there, so.
See, Susie call you 12:15 a.m. January 20.
We don't remember them something.
Brother, they might present a whole case to you, I swear to you.
Of course, she's gonna call after hours. Like, I don't pay attention to calls during the day, not so much, but I believe that if a woman is calling you after a certain time, something is going on. Now, I may not say something right away. I'm gonna keep it, and I remember the day and the time. I know which day it is, I know which year, and I remember the time. And I just hold on to it, and whenever something, I'm not gonna try to make, if we're in a good space and we're happy, I'm not going to try to ruin that. But the minute you step on my toe, every single thing that I've been keeping inside, I'm going to take it out and I'm going to tick it off my list one by one. That's how women do it.
Right now, I implement a new thing in my relationship. I implement a statute of limitation. After one day, you can't talk to me about it again.
Hold on, the comment that paranoia. You cannot say it's paranoia. Everybody's experience is different. I've never been wrong. My accusations, I have never, ever.
You tell yourself you've never been wrong.
No,
I bring that accusation.
I believe you tell yourself you're never wrong.
We're not talking. I'm talking about things like women calling after hours. It has all when it got onto it got onto the wire, it is somebody that they're involved with or messing around with or something. I've never been wrong. I don't just get up. I'ma just see something. I'ma just start to go out and overthink. No, as I say to you, you sit down, you observe, and we talk about patterns. And after 10, she calls. You say it's your lawyer, but you're not answering the phone. You put it in your pocket. but she calls after 11 another time, or after 11 at this time, and then somebody will call, and you're there for 2 minutes, you're well settled in, take off your clothes, in your bed, all of a sudden you forgot something in the car. You got
real quick question. So
just come inside,
is
Nick.
this-
Just come inside, settle in bed, the phone ring, you can't answer the phone, but then a few seconds later, oh shit, I need to go back for something in the car. You can't put the phone in the car. It's not paranoia, it's just you observe patterns, as I said. And
James, quick question though. Quick question. So is this with more than one person, or are we talking about one person here in your past
one
experience?
person.
Okay, so this is just one person you're talking about. and
Well,
you
from
never-
some of these examples, some of the examples is one person. Well, it's one person. I've been with one. I spent a long time with one person. So yeah.
Thank you, Kevin. Amateur.
Okay, so we're just talking about one person here. This is not just in general and multiple persons.
No, for me, some of the examples are one person.
I say some of the examples, universal charms.
Some of them are, but I'm speaking from some of them are from my experiences, but others like friends, my own siblings, yeah.
So,
Temar.
huh? Who? Bro, I'll say this, right? So I'll say this. Like, more well, in an effort to prove that I'm not cheating, like, I will not do certain things. So, like, what she talk about just now, if I left something in the car, I'm going to just come in and take out my clothes, whatever, I wait until tomorrow for go get it. Even if I want it tonight, just because I can't take the bag of knives and all of that, I just wait until tomorrow. But I'm saying, it's not supposed to be like that. Like, I'm supposed to can just come in and just go back out right away. And come in and go back out again without you even thinking, say, there is cheating going on or there's anything going on. You should have just be,
Okay, so if you've never cheated before, or for me, if I've never suspected you of cheating, or I've never caught you doing something or whatever, I'm not going to think anything of it. Some women are paranoid, yes. But when some women are, their reaction, it is because the man has done something before. Some, not all. He has done something before, and because of that, you kind of question his actions sometimes. So that it happened. Not all. Some women, it's past trauma, so they bring it into the relationship and them just act psycho. While others, it is that maybe just one time the man slip up, but it just takes that one time to throw things off, and so she's gonna always pay attention.
Levon, put up token comment. I think this one is very profound. If you can put up token comment where she said, let me go see if we can find it. She said, we might not know men, but we know women very well. And certain repetitive actions from a specific woman is telling.
Mm-hmm.
Even though the man might be oblivious, we know when a woman is prepping to overstep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That is, and again, as men, we can't really argue with them things. Like, sometimes them say, oh, that girl, they like you. And meanwhile, we are really and truly oblivious to it. We just think, say, he's a cool friend or somebody we will love talk to or hang out with. We're not thinking nothing, but, I guess, as I say.
Oh, she's saying a woman will know different than we will know. That's what she
can sense other
When
women's
it come
intentions
out to
better than
women.
us.
When it come out, okay.
Yeah, so then we know.
Oh, it's the same thing like us and guys, man. It's the same way when them think a guy innocent. Oh, just my friend.
Yeah.
And we used to do that, make him look a dance and thing.
Yep.
And we figure out say that I go on, and we are telling her, say, yo, such and such. And she start telling us, say, no, I'm not that man, I'm a friend, and this and that. But we know the friend.
I'm a friend, you know much time him bring a lunch to me when I left my lunch money. Yeah, that's my friend.
Yeah, of course.
That's my use forgetting.
Am I doing a little dance?
Women are oblivious to that too.
You know what them love though? Them love tell you, say, even if him like me know how to put him in a place.
Yeah.
So do it then.
Them love it.
Well, you ever find yourself in a situation where this guy a fishy around and I'm just my friend, and all of a sudden the minute you and them split and a guy that them go there with.
Yeah. See it there? Because the comfort is there between the two of them already.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, your replacement is always under your nose.
They must say, oh, listen, let me tell you, I'm skeptical, and we'll brush on this probably a few months back. But let me tell you, what me know about women for sure. That's why any woman there, nobody come show me no text from Gregory and Trevor. And them man them know
I know them are the problem.
And them boy you show me. Show me
My
the one
older
them
friend
we
teach me
are
that.
high.
My older friend teach me that long time. Say I know the one them. I'm gonna tell you about the one them when them not deal with, but they not tell you about the one them when them deal with.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
one
you're
them
not
when
gonna know them there.
the one them when them not like and we ugly or so.
The man that them must tell you about. You know, such and such now stop calling my phone.
No, yes,
And,
Yeah.
and now
So throw
me.
you off. Them think them stick, man.
So I even blocked him and he has a new profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why is he stalking me?
But
But
man, Scott put up something and say have man where we look out for woman and not look for not return. I'm sister of that boy.
who said that?
That's, I'm wondering. I don't know what he's talking
A
about.
Muslim sister of that.
Giovanni Scott, but we still have males that look out for females and don't want nothing in return.
You know which man that? Who that?
I'm
You
sister.
know who that?
I don't understand.
Family.
The thing is that with a man, he'll probably you can be his friend. You're okay, but as a woman, and you will look good or you're cute or whatever, if you slip, you slide.
You slip, you slide.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they'll look out for you, and they're not going to overstep or be forceful because they don't want to ruin things. But if you
slip,
just give them one step, and that's it.
listen, I see woman I tell man when them there say, oh, I even sleep in the same bed with Gregory and he have never tried to touch me. You must favor idiot. Sleep without sleep one brother. Even them say, hey, my mother always tell me say what? And Charmaine say it too. Don't put no butter, no put smoke, brother. Nobody come tell me about the man sleep with you and say, oh, he's never
James,
tried
which is
anything
why
with-
I don't believe in work husband thing. Me not in it. There's something there you set up yourself.
the thing with work husband, right? Honestly, is like, what can you really do? What can you, then, brother? Them they work 8-9 hours.
I
per
get
day.
that. I get all of that. But now come tell me about no work husband, brother. Now tell me about no work
come
husband.
on.
No, it's not for tell about it. No, it's not for tell about it.
Co-worker.
Huh?
The work shift causes more problems, and he's just setting himself up to slip into the little cracks. Once as you do something wrong,
You don't show husband at the title. Words are powerful, you know.
yeah, man, and she's gonna confide in him, and she's going to go to work and tell him, last night I asked him to wash up the dishes, and he didn't, and him gonna say, you deserve better than that.
No, not only that. You see, let me show you something, Charms. Let me show you how the man names. All right, say the woman come and work and say, boy, imagine there was 5 plates in the sink and we want to wash them up and him could even wash them up. The next day, I come in, boy, kind of tired, the amount of plate me there for wash up last night. So I'm already now put it in her head, say, boy, him is a man who wash plate. And next problem what she have, him say, oh yeah man, boy, what me can fix that like a light bulb there and everything. Oh boy, him not even handy around the house.
Right. You deserve in my care, so you deserve. You're a good girl. You deserve.
Little by little.
Yeah, man. My damn little dance, man.
Yeah.
Little by little.
That's why I said to I say, yo, talk to me, tell me everything. Confide, tell me everything. Me will sit down and listen. Now I come and tell John Brown and all them people they are kind of something. Next thing me vex and you give me the silent treatment, 2-3 days. Me not even see you come home or you come home happier than usual. And me you vex, how that work? But hey, let me read Jay comment now. So Jay is saying, but my friend did see a man a fish around him girl, and him girl said the man is gay. Him not into woman. Now my friend left her the man that's not into woman. She having a child for her now.
Oh.
Them look something we are talking about.
That's Javon, all must say you have man
Exactly.
with a girl and not look for nothing in return. So I mean
That's another thing. Nobody come tell me. Don't tell me,
Him gay.
Woman love do that first, that are them first disclaimer. Oh, I'm going out with Tom, but he's gay. I don't care. I don't care what sexuality be.
That's the next problem because him can gay, but him might look to set you up with somebody who is not gay.
That's true, yeah. You might have somebody who want to link set her up with who is not.
One thing I realize, Kim, right?
Yep.
A female, whether in a relationship, married or whatnot, if them see a guy them like or them will give a piece, they will never say it. They will never share that information, and you will never know that.
What that?
If you say, all right, let's just say me and Tam Tam go down the street. You say me and say, and as a man, you can see people who probably would say, yo, above your league or something like that.
Yeah,
yo,
of course.
You know that you there. Even if in their mind them say yes, them are going to tell them no. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
No. I feel
They're going to tell you no, Kims. They're going to tell you no.
Yeah, and they're going to come with some like excuse too.
And be honest, if you're in a relationship and your guy say, yo, you talk to the youth, you give peace or you boss him, will you admit and say yes?
That person's for me?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, sorry, repeat. I got a little distracted.
You're in a relationship with your significant other, and you guys happen to be at a mall or, whatever location, and your significant other see an next person who he or she might think like, yo, that person is probably more attractive than them. And them say, yo, would you talk to that guy or would you give him a minute of your time or would you even give him a piece? Will you say yes? And say, yeah, I'm going to give peace, man.
No, I'm going to find out.
Of course.
Of course. I like when him nose crooked or him lip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
women know to protect with ego, man. Women know to protect our ego.
If
this is no
better than to admit it.
Probably give him a piece.
I'm glad to be honest with me. I'm glad. Because I didn't know that already. Me didn't know the answer. So Kemar said, it looked like you disagreed, so Kemar.
No, I'm not disagreeing. What I was saying was them are gonna find a flaw in that man. Yeah. And something we're good in you, like, yeah, them nose not straight like your one. Yeah. Look at them teeth, them yellow. But
right. We're going to compare it. So in front of them, I'm not going to compare and be like, oh, your teeth. No. I'm just pointing out the things that I know for a fact are, they're attractive on you, and I'm going to just point it out. So I must realize, I have nice teeth. Come here, I'm not going to teeth them look, babe. I can't just crack. His nails are ugly, and so I'm complimenting you. So
right. That is why I say, Kemar, you will never know.
You feel good.
You will never know.
Bro, and that's and that's how like one of the. I don't mean we can talk about it all night. That's one of the things. Like you just never know, like what somebody really I think. Like if they ask me one superpower that I would want, more know everybody I think.
Who would want that?
You would define your own with that.
Me don't want that.
You're gonna hate everybody. You're gonna hate
everybody. Trust me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You couldn't handle that.
You don't think so?
No, you're gonna hate everybody. Manage that.
Yeah.
All right. So I see Vinny here putting up a comment. Vinny is saying, to be honest though, some men treat women like crap, so them give themselves bun. Look at Vinny. Look at Vinny trying to be. Want to call them people? Want to call them? Want to call these guys who do it? Started at S. Chems that is torture. I still want that power. Okay. All right. So the next thing that we're going to talk about. I want to talk about I was listening to my favorite radio personality, obviously. Should I call her?
No.
I was listening to Miss Hilton, Miss Kitty Live, and she raised a very important topic. And I was laughing, and I said I want to bring it to you guys to see exactly what you guys are going to say. All right. So the question was, what are key questions you ask before getting into a relationship, and why? Like, what are some key questions that You know, whether it's, I don't know, do you eat toes, suck toes? I don't know. But what are some key questions that you ask before you get into a relationship, or that helps you to make the decision if you want to be in a relationship? And I could start with you, Charms, if you can go ahead and run it. I know these questions supposed to be, easy for you. What are some key questions that you ask?
I ask very few questions because men lie or people lie. So it's just observation. But the main things for me is just if they're involved with anybody else, what they look for in a partner, because it makes no sense if I don't fit your bill. I'm not gonna waste my time.
Mm-hmm.
I have a son, so the first thing is, do you like children? I want more. Do you want children?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I think I mean, there are probably more, but those are the main ones I try to get out of the way, because I want to, before we start wasting our time and morning texts and hello, we need to know where you stand with that, and then I'll know if I'm gonna just ignore your messages or, I get to know you a little more. But for me, a lot of a lot of things I find out over time talking to the person, and people reveal things. So I don't have to ask a lot of questions straight off the bat, but those are mine to just know if I want to pursue this whole courting thing, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, one day, me I'm gonna give you a story about Charms on this podcast. More than likely, when she's not on,
Then what kind of stuff? Why would you want to discuss me at the table if I'm not?
she's not on. I'm gonna give you a story about how we meet Charms. One of them day. But Vinny is saying it was in response to you saying that man tried to get on the woman's side. Even you, Kims, I have heard talk about you. Have heard some of your sisters talking the crap that man doesn't. Vinny, I agree. I was just messing around. I totally agree. All right. So I see some comments in the right here. I see
Tokian
saying, "Have you ever been arrested? Are you married?"
Big question.
Big question that. Have you ever been arrested? What do you mean?
Really?
That's a big thing. The first question me ask. Well, not the first, but one of the most important questions we ask is, how open are you? We need to know that. How open are you? What are you open to? Big question for me, because if you're not open certain way, you don't make no sense to continue. Honestly, a joke thing, right? I'm not gonna try to open you. So I'm asking question. Obviously, I'm ask, have you ever been arrested? I'm ask, do you want children? Right? Because that is big for me, right? How are you? Are you a family-oriented person? How many social media platforms are you on? Them things are big for me.
Why?
What do you mean why? Listen, how much time do you spend on social media? If you're on TikTok, this, that, and most of your life is consumed with social media, can't go away. It don't make no sense.
I'm single. I don't have anything else to do.
No. Listen, in this world, Charms, there's a lot more things to do than social media. No excuses. A lot more things. But again, if that is her life, she's just not for me, personally. Yeah, but myself, how much hours of the day? All right, I'm saying, on a 24-hour day. How many hours do you spend on social media? In my head, may have a number. If you tell me 12, then you're gone. Automatically eliminated. 12.
Influencer.
Why are doing 12? And then if people make money from social media, good for them. Me not talk to one of them people. That's just me personally. But ask a question. As Miss Kitty said out there, are you a freak? I need to know. I need to know them questions. How freaky are you willing to get? I need to know. Do you go on your knees and you bark like a dog? I need to know. Do you like to get tied up? I need to know them. Like, these are questions that you must ask people. Because again,
you.
Yeah, you Kems. You Kems.
you do not want any surprises when you start moving. How do you feel? how do you feel about oral sex? Are you of the Jamaican society where cover all your grounds out? How do you feel about that?
So wait, I'm sorry. Those are questions. Those are the first of the questions that you ask.
Not first, but these are questions I'm asked before we get in a relationship. Must. What do you mean? Yes, absolutely.
A woman
Yeah?
not being into oral sex is a deal breaker for you, as in she doesn't want it. That's a deal breaker for you.
If it's a deal breaker for me,
In 2022?
in a 2022, absolutely.
Yes.
Even in 2020, 2018.
What you mean? If you don't want to get on your knees and get busy, it is a deal breaker. But what you do? When I pick the brother, what you do? And I like 2009, them time they went, boy, it's sketchy out there. Right now, 2022, you got to go do the things. You have to get busy.
True.
Have you ever done a threesome before? Are you looking to do a threesome? I need to know them things. Because again, what kind of threesome are you looking for? 2 women, 2 men.
There's only one threesome, Kems.
You can stay there. You can stay there. But I am just saying, I need to know these things. These things are important. Then I ask you, how are you around the kitchen? Can you cook stew chicken? Or your curry chicken stew? If you make oxtail, if you use a pressure cooker, I need to know. Because I can't teach you that. I need it for confidence. No,
Come on, mega fight for the man.
No, but you can't fight.
Come no.
But still can't teach her that.
If they're willing to learn, because the platform is out there for them to learn. If she says she's willing to learn, I feel like I can give her a chance.
Yeah, man.
If
Yeah,
there's
the thing is, I mean, there are certain questions I will ask that I would want a yes for, but some of them you will compromise with a no.
Yeah.
Some of them.
If she says she can't cook, but she's willing to learn, good. But would I say
like the cook part, no, boy, I would love if she can cook, but if she can cook a little bit, we can compromise on that.
Yeah.
That is because I can do it, so it's whatever, but I can compromise on.
Tam can cook, right? However, we realized recently, the kids them really, really love pizza. I mean, I say, Bridget, I buy pizza every minute, and some look my wife and say, you can't make some pizza for the dog.
Yeah.
I say, I don't want the pizza. I say, the thing was very unwilling, right? But at the same time, she said she never tells me she not do it. She said she will look into it, of course.
Yeah.
And of course, YouTube is there.
Yeah.
But I don't know say if I press the thing, she gonna look it up and make it happen. I said, me know she know for like I would not grow for make them thing then. So if you for me like call American girl and I say, all the Axdale stage, she gonna look by you like, what?
X. Alright. I'm gonna show you. And Ryan, maybe get to you shortly. So you have women who like handymen around the house. That's what I mean. I tell you straight up. I tell you from day one, that's what I mean. I pay people for do everything. I think everybody have a specific task, so I pay them for do everything. So my light one fix, I call the person. My grass one cut, I call the person. You never catch me out the door. I do
Grass
crazy money. Boss, you know.
You can't use one butcher come on out.
Boss,
No.
you know, catch me out the
My
door.
lawn one cut right now and me call money for that.
So if a woman asks me now, hey, are you handy around the house? I'm gonna say no, and she want to cut me, I totally understand. But I am honest with you for no say that now go on.
With all your expectations, Kems, it's fair to say if she says so, how much money do you make? Because you ask more food now, can you this, can you that? She should be able to ask you then how much you make, right?
Absolutely. And at that point in time, I'll disclose close to how much I make, but I never tell her the full figure. But I'll disclose close to how much I make.
Sean, let me ask you a question. So you ask how much you make. Are you interested in how much a man make?
Yes.
Why?
Because I want to know. I want to know where we stand. I want to know. He doesn't know me on this podcast, right? He doesn't know my thing on here, right? So it's not like uh it's not like I have, okay, he has to be a billionaire or whatever, but it's good to know what we're working with. Because
Right.
I am, as everybody knows, I believe in my husband being a provider. And so it's good to know where we stand and how well he can provide for us and where I step in and, what I do and what he does to.
Okay, so what's the number? Because okay, let's use Jamaican dollars. Him say, all right, you ask a question, how much do you make? Well, babes, well, Charmaine, I make, let's see what good in a Jamaica. I
2
make,
million.
my talk monthly. I make $50,000 monthly.
No, that can't work. I'm sorry.
So is that
But we're talking
in that
about rest.
hold on? So in that conversation right now, what's the next plan of action? Is it like, hey,
No, I won't dismiss him. In my mind, I know probably, write him off already. However, I'm still going to continue. So what are your plans? Because of course, based on what you do, what is it?
Okay. Stick up in, Charmaine. What is the minimum
What's the minimum want?
you want him to say, Mac?
Per
For there
month.
to be a chance.
And it puts me. I don't know. I
No,
don't
you must have a ballpark.
Yeah, you must have a, say 50 is not it.
know.
So you must know what is it.
Listen, I have never really thought about. I know if I hear the figure and it's like all of 50, though, I know that can work. But I can't say, oh, he has
All
to
right, the year 100.
month. Huh?
The year 100.
100 a month?
Yeah, 100,000 a month. Big baller.
That can't work.
Okay.
100,000 can't work.
Listen,
Jamaican, yeah.
exceeds
That's
a
good money, dog.
month by far. So a man, I don't want
Man, enough
to,
money.
I'm gonna be fair here. I don't want to put a man in a position where he is breaking his back or whatever to provide.
So let me ask you a question, Charmaine.
Yeah.
Do you think it's fair for a woman who makes $30,000 a month is now requiring a man to make $400,000 a month?
They're in a relationship?
Well, no, these are the questions that you're asking before you.
Prior to the
Listen, if you can provide, my thing is, if you can provide for yourself, you can have your expectations, you can set your bar or whatever. If you're really not hitting a mark and you don't have any plans to hit to go nowhere, you can't really have no demands, you can't really have no expectations, because you yourself don't have no ambition. The 30s where you're at and the 30s probably where you're going to be at, because you don't aspire for anything better. You cannot have expectations. But for people who you are doing for yourself, you can do for yourself, you are working towards doing more for yourself, you want somebody in that tax bracket as well. And as I said, I think it was one of the last podcasts that I was on, if I'm making more than my partner, it is not a big issue. I just want to know that my man is ambitious and he's working towards something. He's working towards more. Yeah, it's I feel work, because you have to be working to get something off of one, man.
Charms, Kevin is saying something to you. Sounds like Charms minimum 500,000 per month. That should be comfortable.
If a man is making, that can work. Yes, that can.
That can work.
That can work.
That can work. No, I think, yes, that's good enough.
Oh,
That's good enough.
It is right. If I'm, we can work with my salary and with his and whatever. We can run a household. We can have children. But you can't come to it 50. You want kids and then it's 50 you make per month. Then last got the baby I got feed per month.
So all right. So hold on the Charm. So Tokian is saying people require what they require. If she's making 30K but she has what he wants or desires, why not? If she knows she can be what a man wants, she can desire what she wants.
No, we're not going to do this tonight. Because you can't only have TXC and turn up our interviews. You want a manager position for a corporate company.
So yeah, take a
But
pin.
them know Ryan.
So Ken was also
Again.
asking. She was also asking, why wouldn't you be interested in how much a person make? I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't be. I just wanted to know why. Her opinion, which is Charms being her. I just want to know why. Why is it important for you? You know, that's all me I ask. Of course, it's important
Yeah, but why is it so important?
for you. Yes, so for example, right? I'm gonna put it on the spot again. Sorry. So like you're saying you're single, right? And
Uh-huh.
you have a child, right?
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming that life is okay.
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay. I mean, would you want this man though to be a shining armor to start financially take care of you? You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
So I'm saying that you single, you have a child, and you're okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying no. That's why I'm asking why. Is it that you want this guy, you know, to have a certain figure so that he can advance you certain way financially, or is it just that you just want to make sure say, yo, the man are doing thing?
I just want to make
Agree.
sure.
Level.
It's about, because at my age I'm dating. I would be dating. If I'm dating, it would be for marriage. It would be, we're going towards something. So it's not that I'm thinking, okay, the minute we get into a relationship, he's going to support me financially or whatever. No. I'm thinking long term. I'm thinking if this works out and we're married, how can we build? I'm big on real estate. I want to make sure that my partner, we can put our 2 cents together and we can acquire things. We can build. I believe a relationship, if you're not able to build together, it makes no sense.
Right.
It just makes no sense.
And that is
But
fair.
he has to be way ahead of you first.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll let
I'm
people.
sorry.
He has to be way ahead of you first.
Well, the men that I'm attracted to are always ahead of me because they're always way older than me. So
And that's fair, right? Because that's why I'm ask. As every woman reason is different. You see me, I say I've seen and heard women speak before who are also single and very successful, and them say, yo, Rachana, if them for deal with a man, it's completely because of love, because they're very successful, and them not see how a man can advance them financially. That is just their opinion. So they're saying, like, if I for married a man right now, it has to be for complete love and happiness. Like, that man have to truly bring some sort of happiness, and it have nothing to do with money. So that's why I ask, why is money important for you or a certain figure this man is worth? And I said, the woman wants a hopeless man enough. She's just saying, if she married her, it's just completely for love. Finance is not a thing because she got that a lot.
right.
That's why I'm like,
Right now, as I said earlier, and see Charmaine is substantiating my point, as I say, when the woman them are married nowadays, love is not on the top order. It is just not. It's money, financial stability, and then obviously they'll get to love you eventually. But them now start out to love your boss man. And the moment you accept them thing as man, then I believe that, we'll be able to, move in the right direction, brother. But right now, as currently constructed, Shami, I tell you, a woman want, so again, Warren, let me ask you, what are some questions that you ask before you get in a relationship?
Well, I don't really ask too many questions. The main question I would probably ask is, I just want to know how single you are. And I say it like that because I'm not going to ask if you're single or not. I'm going to ask you how single you are. So, because you could be single, but you have somebody entertaining, and, I am like another option right now. So I want to know how single you are. Like, how available are you? Right? To what extent are you entertaining someone else, right? And that's my main question. And I may also ask you what you do for a living, where you work, where you went to school, that kind of stuff. I just want to get those foundation things out the way. Things regarding, like what you do in the bedroom and that kind of stuff. I won't really ask those questions. I figure that there'll be time to figure that part out. I won't ask about your social media I won't ask about your friend circles, your
Oh
family
yeah.
life. I think those things will come to the light eventually, and I will either like it or not like it. And I think I'll find that out in due time, time enough where I can emotionally disconnect without being shattered.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right. So this question is going to be from Charms, Ryan, and myself because you two are mine, right? So the question is, why do we believe we're single? I know probably Charms is single because.
But they kind of want to take a shot at the question where you ask things.
Oh, sure. Go ahead.
All right. First of all, I want to know how credentialed she is because if she's not smart a certain way and qualified a certain way, it can't work out. I don't want to talk to her and them kind of stuff there. I mean, she need to have a certain level of education for me and her talk. Seriously. If
Yeah.
we just
That's
want
like
to
a
have
first
fun,
degree. Should I have a first degree at least?
somewhere along that line.
Absolutely. Most.
If we want to have fun, otherwise I just fun we're gonna have. Because for reasons. I want to know where she see herself in the next few years in terms of because there are certain things I want to do as a person. So I want to know if we can by the next 5 years or so forth if she is along those same thinking. Want to know what she feel about children. If she wants to have any, if she don't want to have any, then okay, we can have fun, but that's it. What else? Cook, as I said before, cook could be okay. It would be nice if she can cook and all of that. If she can't cook at a certain level, I won't kill her for that. But she have to at least try or have to at least be able to help herself around the kitchen. I'm like Ken's, I can't do nothing in terms of around the house. If my sink start leak one day, I'm gonna have to get somebody to come fix it. Because when I try fix it, it get worse. So somebody have to come fix that. The hard one cut, I call somebody to fix it. Right now there's something wrong with something and it will stay there wrong until somebody fix it. So for me, the hands-on thing is not really me. But I can do other things. There are other things that I'm good at.
What about body count? I know you're very specific on body count. So do you ask that question?
Yeah, body count for me is like how do I put this now? All right. Let me use the same job example that I used earlier. When an employer look at your resume, they want to know that you qualify a certain way. But if it is that you're changing job every 6 months, it's going to be a red flag. So that's how I look at body count. You need to have a certain level of qualification. You need to know so you can do this and do that. But if it is that every 3-4 months you have a new man, that is a red flag.
and if everything ticks off on the list, but just that part they say, and we're gonna use the job analogy, say when she go to this job, she realizes it's not for her, so she move on to another job. You're going to mark her down for that.
So at some point you must know what is for you. So you've been changing jobs so many times and you don't know what it is for you? What is for you?
Well, if you get something that is better financially, then you're going to move on. Are you not?
Yeah, but every 3 months you move on.
Listen, sometimes it calls for that again. And you and I have had this conversation, privately. I say, brother, like we
Boss
can't.
man, you move on every 3 months.
But why does it matter?
What I am saying is that you don't know what you're looking for.
That is not true.
And that is for you. You ask me what me think. And the questions that I ask. So I'm answering you.
Yeah, but then I have the right to challenge that though.
Yeah, sure. And for me, if it is
leave the man alone, Ken. So I'm man leave the man alone.
If it is that you change job every 3 months, to me that is a red flag.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
If you want there with somebody who change job every 3 months, be 1 or 3 months then. You go ahead.
Let me be the job that she's stable at. Let me be the
good luck trying. Good luck trying.
Red flag.
So Stackpole, do you second that?
If she change, I have my suspicion. Why is it that you're changing jobs? our man.
Yeah. So is that so you ask those questions? Hey, how much?
Body count?
Yeah.
Not really. Eventually, it's gonna come up still. But
Okay. So you're married now. So you're married now, and your wife say, "Well, my body count is 2,000. What you do after that?" Oh, well, all right,
nothing-
time to go.
There's nothing to be done. I mean, we already know our body count. But
No.
which is-
What may I say? What may I say? If she say, "My body, you're married. My body count is 2,000." What the hell you do after that? Oh,
there's
well,
nothing to be
that-
done. You just have a prayer a certain way, but there's nothing to be done. But like me say, like me gonna know
you
that
gotta pray a certain way. Why?
someone gonna come back in your back of your head. As a man, because we know how we look for a woman. I mean, look at it. If you have a lock, right? And every key can and every key for what many ain't locking them in G. So I say, so end of the day you gotta pray a certain way. You gotta pray and say, yo, what kind of life should I live before? You see what I say?
But my thing is, Stockpole. My thing is, how does that concern us? Why do we care about that?
Because you want to know if she take herself seriously. If she's not, why should you?
Yeah, pray the stability between you and her. Like, is she going to take me serious? Like, what?
And a body count determines that?
Yes.
I believe it's a part of it. Yes.
Yes.
What?
Yes. Like me, I believe, yes. That is just my opinion. That would be a concern for me. Body count, of course.
Bro,
The man used the perfect analogy when you apply for your job.
bro, let me tell you what body count
For more
is.
than
Let me tell you what body count is. Body count is nothing more than the security of a damn man's ego. That's all body count is. Oh, my girl only have 3 men under her, and she's 30 years old.
Come on. All right. That's what I said. For me, it kind of matters, you know, Zine. So you're telling me that you are willing to settle down with that has sex with 2,000 men.
You say what?
2,000. Female say, hey, you know what, sir, 2,000 guy eyes.
Boss.
Are you okay with that? Yes.
Boss.
No.
Oh, you want no? But hold on. So when you ask the question, when you ask the question, you can't box me. You know you want me to answer the question. I'm not say it, you know. When I want to box me, man. Listen, 2,000, absolutely no problem. Again, my thing is Stockpole, and I've said it on here before. My thing is, I want to know about this woman per se. Okay, no, you talking to me now. What is your loyalty like? What is your sex history like? When I talk about sex history, I'm talking about STDs and all that stuff. What is that like? Those are the things that concern me more than body count. Listen, whatever my body count is as currently constructed, I wouldn't want a woman accept me with whatever it is, whether it be 1 or a million. I want a woman accept me with whatever it is. Hold on, Ryan. So, again, I think it's not a good judgment of character. Like what you were 10 years ago. That now I'm not bearing from me right now. Who are you now? The woman that I'm getting right now in my arms, in my life. Who are you now? That's who you were. Like the amount of things I'm used to do when I used to go charges. If a woman is supposed to judge me after that, would I never get a woman? I would absolutely never get one. But we cannot come with this foolishness. Oh, and I'm not saying you guys opinion are foolishness, but because I say the body counting, like it's so nauseating. Body count is yeah. After body count is, as Warren said earlier, it's like it's a rite of passage. Okay, your body count is low, check, come to me, you know. Your body count is high, X. No, absolutely not. Who are you as a person now? You are coming to me. Come to me, baby. Whoever you did there within the past has no bearing on me. But just want to know you're loyal and your sexual history with your STDs and stuff. All of that is good. Let's ride. All them 2,000 man, they have nothing to do with me, boss. And again, as I've said, Stockpole, listen. You can come and a woman can tell you, say, my body count is 3 when her body count of 5,000. How you gonna really quantify that? How you gonna know?
Bro.
Kems?
It matters.
Kems, if she have, you say loyalty and STD, if she have 2,000 body count, she don't have no loyalty and she have STD.
This is not true, bro. That is not true. Like there is no direct correlation with the two. That is not true.
Oh, there is not. Okay.
I see
So
somebody
you going
ask a
make
question.
2001 and you just going to be the one who champ for settle on it. Okay.
All right. All right. So Royalist Mindset is asking a question. And they say, would you be with a woman that has multiple trains run on her? What? You guys you guys help me. What is that train? What is that train, boss?
I imagine a train is more than one man running in to one female.
So like, what is more than one, man? Like two?
Well,
Two would
more
be
than
a-
one is two is more than one. So
Two would have been a threesome. So I guess what? 3, 4?
Bro, again, I'll tell you guys like this. I've seen multiple women who have had train run on them. They are now big lawyers, big CEOs, big doctors with them nice husband, and the life that they're living right now, the persons who didn't have the train run on them would love that life right now. It has absolutely no bearing. If you had a train run on you at 18 years old, all right, say you have 10 train run at you at 18, and I meet you at 45, you think I'm going to say, well, boy, babes, about 5 train run on you at 18, boy, we can't talk to you. That is so silly. Like, that is like so silly. Like, who cares about that? Like, who really cares about that? 18, 40. No, if you tell me, say, I start talk to her today and train run upon her yesterday, then okay, we have to have a different conversation. But again, your past don't really have anything to do with me, bro. But things that
is good. People like you, just like how you need people like Ryan Warren and myself, who's not interested in that. See? So you are interested in you're not interested in body count. Let's clarify that. So that no matter for you. So we need people like you. That is good.
So
yeah.
the Royal is saying train is more than 5 men at a time. On that note, we can move on to these last 2 topics. So I have some homework for you. All right. So again, Ryan. So the question that I wanted to ask, right? That was me and you really, and then we'll go to the next question. So is it, why do you believe that you are single? What, you want me to repeat it again?
No.
Oh.
I don't know.
So
As in, why am I not married?
are you
That kind of single?
Sure. I mean, like single right now, nobody.
Oh, the married party just never worked. It just has never reached to that level.
Yeah.
I guess.
Why is that? Is it a you thing? Is it like a combined thing?
Partially me, yeah. Of course, talk about somebody talk about me. You know, you have things where you bring forward. Everybody have them like a trauma from whenever I carry forward and all of those things. It happens. Other things in terms of life itself and all of that. But I think it's a mixture of a lot of things.
Okay, perfect. All right. And then the next question, and we'll just close out the night, is do we date? And this was a question somebody sent to me. Like Ryan Taylor, because I'm a politician and want the women in Senate. So the next question is, do we date or disregard people based on horoscope? Right? So
No, that's such a female thing to do.
that's what I wanted. You know, Charms was the one who actually. But so I'll say this about this one. There are certain months, and I'm not gonna say, boy, you will date somebody with 2,000, but you're not gonna date. I'm not care what. Let me say it front though. I'm not care what I'm gonna say. There are certain months.
Horoscope, you draw the line.
There are certain months that I will never talk to a woman. Now, I'll never date a woman from that. November, never. Never. Like,
You're afraid of Scorpios?
Huh?
You're afraid of Scorpios now?
Brother, I don't care if a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Once you're born November, from the 1st to the 30th, right? From the 1st to the 30th of November, once you're born through that, you could have good like gold. I'm not talk to you. I not talk to you. I not talk to you. I talk to a 3 girl. I talk to 4 girl. I talk to 4 girl. We're born November, brother.
No,
And if I tell you, say, the 4 of them different in the same way, I ain't lying. The 4 of them different, but in the same way.
I understand what you mean because I have also had that experience.
Yep.
Maybe not 4, maybe 3.
Yep. So November the only one. November and March. Them 2 months I'm gonna care if him dark, him fully, yeah, my dark, I'm a fool and everything else. Yeah, sure. November, March, nah, I date nobody from them Monday at all.
I would say obviously I'm not dating. However, I've noticed a lot of similarities with October and November. I mean, I'm rule under the Scorpio, so you don't know big up Scorpio forever.
Yeah.
I always notice similarities. I can only speak from a male perspective. Like anytime I meet a guy from November, it's like I always realize like, yo, you know why I'm clean with that youth or something. Cause something about November and the month of October, it's just a lot of similarities with old people act. Even like Tam father, him rule on a November and it's like me and him just get along so well. Like understanding what me have without me even explain himself. Him say you don't have to explain yourself. I know you talk my son. You see me? So it's just a similar thing. He's not a big horoscope person, but
yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. November, bro. November. Only when I date November woman, I get gray hair, brother. No other time. When I date November, like I can't, brother. Not even what. November.
I understand what you mean. As I've said, I know the experience, so I understand what you mean.
No, just no.
They're very like today. Then we tell you something, and then tomorrow is like they never say it to you. I don't know if I the same flex you talk about and them kind of thing. Them
But
just change. It's like how the weather change. But I don't believe in horoscope like that. But in terms of them very similar.
When you said them, you talk about November?
Huh?
When you said them, you talk about November?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
I don't believe in horoscope, but
yeah,
they would have made me. If anybody make me believe in horoscope, it's going to be them.
Yeah, would have allow me people them alone still in a brother. I'm telling you.
Well, what else last level I talk about November woman, brother. November woman. But who I would or will date, will marry. April, absolutely. April, July, absolutely. September, absolutely. So my person, I will come from one of them 3 months. And again, the care people say this a garbage, that a garbage. Well, am I?
So those are like one of your first 5 questions in the tag ask a female. What month you born?
So she born July, I have 2,000 bodies.
Huh?
She born July, I have 2,000 bodies.
Perfect. Fit. Yum. Yeah. Listen. You see with Udo, I'm not gonna make woman don't want to tell them nothing, brother, because I'm not too judgmental, brother. Warren, you have been very quiet over there laughing off your face.
Yeah, listen to the man.
Warren, come on, man. Let me ask you a question, Warren. So, is body count a serious thing for you, boss?
Oh my goodness.
I wouldn't say it is a serious thing, but it would make me uncomfortable. So I just don't ask that question. So I wouldn't say it would be like a deal breaker, especially if these things happened way in the past. But I don't want to know about it, so I don't ask that question. Me no know.
You don't want to know.
No, me no want to know. Me no want to know.
Me want to know, brother. Like, I want to know. I'm want your sister. I'm want your sister.
If you don't care. If you know, why you want to know if you don't care?
Yeah, because because a lot of women are insecure about their body count. If you notice, what woman always say most times, or one woman say most times, oh, the reason why I'm going to go back to him is because I keep my body count at the same number.
Like,
You never meet that.
Yeah, I've heard it a lot of times.
Women say
Yeah, I've heard that
them
too.
not gonna sleep with a new man. Them will sleep with the old man what them know even though he's trash because them don't want up them body count. Woman take
Okay.
that serious. So now me know.
Woman, that woman that comment answer and say if them take that number that serious.
Yeah. Women in the comment section, can you tell us if body count is serious to you or it's just another number? Right? But Stockwell, so when a woman come to me and tell me, say, oh, my body count is 3,000, and I love her to those 3,000 bodies. Now, we know in the latter, brother, because now every other man shun that, oh, no, too much, this, that. But when she come to me, she get good Kemar loving, authentic, with her 3,000 bodies. Authentic.
Enough soul in them, G.
Let me ask a question, Kemar. If
Man, why you preaching some of youth?
if she have 10 bodies, and 2 of them the on video, and then the next person have 100 body and none of them not on video, which one you prefer?
Which one I prefer?
Mm-hmm.
Listen.
Because we know you have a video phobia, you know. If the woman the on video, you don't want her.
What's on the video?
Her having sex on the video.
Just having sex? That's fine.
You mentioned that you don't want a woman who them have video out there.
No, the last conversation was more than sex. It was just more than like vaginal sex. It was like more. But if it's just like regular sex what everybody do, absolutely. Like what?
What
Sure,
more? When you said more, what do you mean?
No, like oral or gangbang.
Oh, so if she have 3,000 bodies, but she have oral and them something you don't want her.
No, meaning like on the video.
Yeah.
If you have oral and them thing up on the video, you know them thing they stain, brother. People have them thing they no. What you mean? What you mean, Stockwell? Boss, what you mean? Like those things can. All right, Stockwell. If me have a video, if me have a video with Tracy, me have a video with Tracy.
Right.
And Tracy have 2 bodies, and one of the body them on me. But you know what thing? Me have the video with Tracy, and you know, so let's say me and no bridging, but you know what Tracy tell you, say, boy, Stockwell, you know, my ex have a video on me, and you say, why you had up on the video? And she tell you, say, boy, me have one of the bag of things on the video. She a goggle up, she do everything. That I gonna put you in a space. Damn.
So 3,000 now go put in a space?
But
No, brother. No, because listen.
But every turn you turn, a woman with 3 body, every turn you turn, I want her ex them or one of the man we should deal with. That worse. That no worse.
With 3,000 body? No, boss. With a video in the boss. Remember, you know, okay. Stockwell, look what we did in high school, brother.
Right.
And the video with them females that they both with them and get oral.
Right.
How quickly did that video spread throughout the whole school? Less than 5 minutes, everybody have the video.
Second.
Everybody have the video. But if a 3,000 bodies, that is all it is. 3,000 bodies. With a video, people have this thing for life, brother. Every single people can see me on the road and take out them video. Hold on.
So you feel say with 3,000 brother, you don't feel like you'll pass at least 1 or 2 of them and say you're watching.
1 and 2.
Watch him over there, sir. You should not that.
If it turn, I'm gonna hear the same thing.
You see me? You're not gonna wonder when you're walking out a restaurant and a man, let's just say the server, well, Sean, are you that? You're not gonna say, oh, Sean, I want to.
And then Kev's kiss her in the public and everybody start laughing.
You know. See, what meals, Levon, you talk about milk is still nice. When you talk about, you probably not seen milk in a long time. That video that was released with milk basically end milk career. End it.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
And milk did not go on with a bag of things too. I know like she never did a perform.
No, what the thing? You see the thing with milk and them girls there where them, I think Immaculate, you said she used to go.
Yeah.
Them girl there and milk come out in the wrong era. But somebody had to lay the foundation.
Yeah.
Somebody just have to lay the foundation. Let us so it go.
Virgin, if that video that come out right now, this day and age, it's just another day. It's just a Tuesday morning or a Friday.
Yeah.
It don't
Milk
mean
have
nothing
more
again.
fun. Milk have more fans.
Yeah.
You know, that Mill get fired from her job and then her career, like I see Mill the other day and I don't Mill that, brother.
Milk was a trendsetter at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Oral no taboo no more. So, hold on, we just get a text a while ago. Stockport, this question is for you. Since I know is that
What question?
last question for you, Stockport. So since you are married, would you let your wife video you?
I do what?
I don't know, brother. They never specify. But just the regulars.
Dog, I'm a wife, dog.
I don't understand what that means. Give some more clarity.
So that's what I'm saying. I do what? It all depends. I mean, if I don't know. But let's probably say yes. Our videos, yes. We will make our own videos. If I don't know. Put some section.
See this podcast, I say 69 bars.
No.
Huh?
No.
Why not?
We're not put ourselves in no compromising position for God.
So hold on. So let me get this straight.
Go on.
Sexual intercourse is not compromising. However, 69 is compromising.
Like you say, you say it, you're going with a bag of things. Me don't feel like me need for video myself. I go on with a bag of things. So your argument same way.
Okay. All right, fair.
Just put a mirror in the room. Simple.
There it is.
Somebody say, how dare you, Kims, to bring up that video? Kims, you is a letdown. Ah, boy. Listen, all I'll say this really quickly, and this is the last thing before I go. See, capture the memory for future references to better the game, 69 bars. There you go. Like at times, I believe, and in all seriousness now, I mean, I talk serious now. Man get serious. In all seriousness, I believe as men, things that we want from women, we should be willing to do as well, right? So if we want for video, women are do the things them, if we do indeed indulge in the things them, we should be okay with being videos, especially the ones who, who are married and, if especially you're married for 5+ years, what do you really have to lose out there after that?
I agree.
What do you really have? There's no, you're not fighting for no more street cred or none of that. Like you have all of that. The married boss, it should be okay, being videoed, being recorded, whether it be.
No, because I don't want other people to see.
But why you think other people are gonna see it?
Because it's digital, it's out there. Once you put it out there, you may record it with your device, but it can get out. Suppose the device is stolen and somebody hack it.
And that happened to Milk.
Yeah, that happened to Milk. You put it out there.
Stolen or lost.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Cyberspace. Cyberspace.
Like Liquid movie Bounty Killer allegedly, right? Yeah, okay.
It's cyberspace, though. It can get out.
Well, I guess that's that. But guys, this is almost 2 hours. It was fun. It was very informative. At times it was crazy because you guys are, and I think I'll always argue this body count thing until I get.
I realize you like to beat that dead ass.
Until I get you guys on the right side of the fence.
No,
Right?
go ahead.
I understand when I say the body counts, but I wouldn't, like Warren said, I just wouldn't feel comfortable knowing that,
So
It's like I wanted the first 5 questions for me as well, still. But I feel like it's going to come up somewhere, somehow, right? But I feel like something I going to just jump up and say, yo, how much dog you sleep with, all right? But it's going to come up. I honestly feel like it's going to come up. It's a conversation I'm probably going to bring up. She probably going to even ask me, like, yo, how much girl? And then when she asks me, I just return that question and I say, yo.
So do you tell the truth when they ask them, say, how many women you sleep with? Do you be like...
But if I tell her the truth, I don't feel like I could have given a number because I like some sit down and count.
Yeah.
You see me? I say, Kema, you feel your number right now?
But do you give an estimate? Like, do you say over 100, over 200, over 500?
I
Do
mean,
you do that?
sometimes we split apart and a woman asks me, I feel like I can get a rough number, yes?
Yeah, a rough number. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like I can, but I don't feel like I can say, yo, this is the number. But you're not counting.
My number always 5, brother. My number consistent.
Yeah, use the girl them number, man.
Girl them number 3, brother. Girl them number, but mama said 5. Then mama said, really? 5? And yeah, how much? I say, I've been in long-term relationships and so, I don't really sleep around like that. Yeah. 5 always my number. Always 5. And I move from 5. When you come in, I drop off one of them, especially drop off one of them and they still stuck at 5. So 5. Always 5. See? Yeah, dog. 7, me tell them. Yeah. 7. Like you just have to have a set number because once you start fluctuate, then the woman probably come and circle you again and ask you again and tell her a different number. So once we're stuck at 5, it can never ever move from 5. It always gonna be 5. Alright, but with that being said, if there's anything you guys want to add on to a particular topic, if I had cut you guys off and you want to say something else, if you guys want to make a claim about body count, if you guys want to make a claim about anything, about train and all them something, now it's your time, you could go ahead and do so.
Okay, man, I don't tell us about the man with them feel about nipples.
Oh, yeah, we can answer that really quickly. Like everybody there. So, Warren and Ryan. So, Stockpole have this fascination.
Fascination?
Where he feels...
I don't feel nothing, I just say you just ask.
Let me ask him. Where he feels as though men enjoy their nipples being licked, sucked, clamped, all of that stuff.
I don't know about clamp. I don't know
What do you, Ryan, I know you know, because you're not in a plugs or them something. So let's start with you. What do you think about nipple action for a man?
From a female?
From a female.
Obviously.
I could have wait.
I have to clarify America this for me.
What do you think, Ryan?
Well, it's something we need to happen because it does its thing. It have its place.
How you mean?
So yeah. Can work with. One should know what she do.
Alright. Warren.
It tough up, man. Yeah, man, it tough up, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, it heighten everything, man. Leave no girl on you. Heighten everything.
Sensational. There's no such thing as zero body count.
Sensational. I'm going to answer that question in a minute. But let me tell you something. And again, this does come down to perspective, I guess. This nipple licking thing is the most uncomfortable feeling I have ever felt in my entire life. It is that, bro.
Continue. Well, come on. Is it that when it happens, it make you question yourself or something?
No.
It's uncomfortable or it tickles? Which one?
Uncomfortable, but like it's not sexy. I do not find it sexy. It's not stimulating. And like from a tender, all right, like from me, let's say, from me 19 to like present. Like, woman try to do it, and sometimes them when I get ice, and try, and I'm like, I just look on them like, what is? Like, and then when I see men create excitement over it, I say, probably I have the wrong people or something, but it's not something like woman right now can't do them something to me. That is a like.
You have man when I like head, so I understand.
Suck man with toes, yeah.
Yeah, but that are me, but sucking toes, that are me I do, that are my act. I do the act.
So, Kema, quick question. I know we are carried out too long. Do you feel like men should make noise in the bedroom then? Because you're saying like nipple or nothing like that. Do you feel like it's supposed to?
If I feel like men should make noise,
You feel like it? Do you even groan or make a sound or even say yo?
absolutely 1,000,000%. 1,000,000. So that is different, right? Like honestly, like the nipple thing, I just not my thing, brother. You know, I just not my thing. But you know, a lot of men, a lot of friends on me have and so they must say, yo, that is an important part of foreplay for them. And okay, sure. But in terms of, listen, I'll say this. I mean, I don't know if you don't feel the same way that, but I know. So when a woman hear a man a moan, them get extremely slippery, brother. You may tell you extremely slippery, brother. So if a woman do her thing, you know, I think that is like a validation. Say, yeah, babes, yeah, do the thing. Just like if, you know, imagine we are asleep with a woman or we are asleep with a woman and she not make no noise at all, quiet. What the first thing that come to her mind? Where the something
nothing.
she not enjoy herself. You understand me? She not enjoy herself. So it's similar on the other side. Like, you know, when the woman put in work and do her thing, you know, especially when, you know, she bad up the thing, absolutely. Loud too. He's not a quiet man, he's a loud man. he's a loud. You agree, Ryan?
Answer a sensational question now.
Ryan, are you a loud man?
Huh? Loud enough.
Loud man? Huh?
Loud enough.
But I can't say yes, sir.
Loud enough.
What about you, Warren? Are you a loud man?
No, sir. No, me not like that one there. Me too discreet for that. First of all, me no want a neighbor hear me. That's the first thing.
Warren,
I just don't think say I me if I do that. But just it don't fit me. It don't fit me. It don't fit me, yo.
So even if hold on, so you know, when I get to the thing of that, but
yeah.
Bro, even if the thing feels nice, bro,
yeah.
What you do? If the thing
feels
nice,
man.
We're not soldier. You know them soldiers at Buckingham Palace?
Yeah.
When I move.
Yeah, I hold it, man. I'm silent, you know, but I do the whole heap of nice thing like, I the neighbor never hear me.
Bro, no, dog. Sorry, dog. Honestly, like, if brother, I'm not like, where sex is concerned, brother, within the last, when I say within the last 5 years, within the last 5 or 4 years, I've really got comfortable doing certain things in terms of making noise and everything. Before, I hold it like Warren, like, was hold it. But may I say, what sense it makes me preventing myself from expressing how I feel because of whatever external anything. So, you know, the girl will do her thing, the girl have me away, girl, you know, I do her thing, I make sure say,
ball out.
I make sure say, yeah, baby, the thing, you know, the thing proper, the thing nice. Just like how, you know, me I do my thing, yeah, listen, Stockport, you know, back then, in a George's days, brother, one of the, you know, obviously, you know, we never know as much as we know, no. But back then, to hear the person who you're messing around with, to hear them make some noise, it's like a badge of honor. Like, yeah. They are their thing. So that's the same thing. So now the woman, you know, but then you have conversations with the woman, can say, hey, how do you feel about a man moaning? If a girl say, no, they know, say, when you're there in that space, you shut your mouth and hold it. But if she say, yeah, man, that's good, you just run it. For answer, what's your name the question now? Sensational question. She's asking, what if the body count is 0? Like, if it's a virgin. Maybe honestly, the sensational, at this stage of my life, we're not talking to a virgin, brother. I'm sorry. We're not talking to a virgin.
Same thing,
no,
I'm not talking to a virgin.
I can answer that better. Anybody who have 0 body count underage. And that is a reason you should not talk to them.
No, for
True.
that.
Brother, me, hear me say, me not talk to no virgin, brother. Like, I'm not a teacher. Me not- like,
Yeah.
me do the progressions thing already. Oh, baby, not gonna hurt, this and that. Me do all of that already. Me now go through that right now, 2022. You know, when we get some experience out there, and then, and this is why, and probably that's why I'm alright with the body counting. Go and get some experience out there, baby, and come
Yeah,
back.
send her out. Wait a second, just send her upon loan.
Yo, we don't talk about this, you know, yeah, brother. Yo, the man them. So hold on. So here's some of the comments. Gays are men, huh? Gays are men, no discrimination.
I
I
understand.
don't know what that means.
I don't understand. Here, Mr. Ballouts, it's not comfortable for Kims. It just make him too sensitive and him not like it. And Token is saying, man, nipple for play with. I've been way behind on the podcast and not even though OMG. Yeah, but gentlemen, seriously, Warren, obviously, you know, it's great to have you back, boss. I hope it's not only a one-time thing, you know, for you to be back. It's really, you know, just the insight, your demeanor, everything, even though funny, yeah, Stockpole funny. But it's nice to have you back here with us, Stockpole. You know, definitely thank you, you know, for coming and joining, you know, tonight. You know, I really enjoyed you guys' company. Ryan, you know, as usual, I appreciate, you know, everything that you do. Levon, you know, behind the scenes, of course, you know, thank you so much. And for the commenters who were here engaging and I laugh with me and, you know, beat me and I say my crazy. And, you know, thank you guys as well. You know, and if you guys, you know, whoever is going to watch after, if you guys are watching to the end, you know, just put a little like and just subscribe to the channel as we continue to try and grow this thing. All right?
Bless.
You guys
Yes, man.
have a good night. All right?
Yeah, man.
All right, Kevin. Big up on yourself.